everyone, and welcome to the Putt Putt Skins Tournament. I'm Paula Edge, and I'm here with Billy Packer for what is definitely unique in Putt Putt.
Well, it really is, Paul, the first time we've ever had a match along these lines, and I think it's going to be very interesting because it's new. It's the unknown that's out there. That's something that always haunts you a little bit. We have 4 players that'll be going out there and going hole by hole. Who knows? It may go down to 18 with $7,000 on the line for one putt.
You are exactly right, and since you mentioned that, let me give a little bit of details to our viewers about what they are going to see today. As you can see up here on our graphic, holes 1 through 12 are going to be worth $250 apiece, 13 through 16, $500 apiece, and 17 and 18, $1,000 per hole, which adds up to $7,000. Now, as I've mentioned before, when I've been talking with the players and they agree, each hole is a tournament unto itself. They can win money on that, and then again, they may not. If 2 players tie, not only do all the players tie, they move on to the next hole and the money carries over, and so each hole could increase in value, and there's no telling what will happen.
Exactly, and you have a situation there where normally a player, obviously he's trying to concentrate on his own play, but in this particular case he's looking out for 3 other guys, in some cases hoping they don't make the shot, and in some cases really wishing they do.
That is exactly right. So it'll be an interesting concept, and we have 4 unique individuals out here today to bring their expertise into the game, and they'll be competing hard, and I know you know a little bit about them.
Well, 4 outstanding players, obviously you have to be to even get into a tournament of this significance. Gary Benfield, he's been on TV before, an outstanding player. He now resides in Charlotte, North Carolina, 14 years as a pro. He's won over $15,000 throughout his career. He got here through the Commissioner's Cup. And then we have Mark Hoop, another fellow who is an outstanding player, won the TV series in 1984. He's won over 100-plus tournaments. He's from Columbus, Ohio, and has over $35,000 in money winnings. Rob Poston from High Point, North Carolina, a jeweler. He's going to be going for some more gems here today. An outstanding player, a 5 handicapper as a golfer, 36 years of age, as you can see. And Rick Shelton up there, he also got in there in the National Medal Play Championship. He's been the Massachusetts State Champ 2 times in 77 and 78, another outstanding player. So we've got 4 guys that really know how to play this game. Let's see if they know how to play, though, the game of skins. We'll see right after this important message. We'll be back out on the course.
Well, Billy, I know we have some very anxious young men out there on the course, and they're getting ready to tee up on hole number 1. They're out there with Billy Kirby, our tournament marshal. And you will notice, or you may have wondered how they are choosing who will go first. It was actually luck of the draw.
Well, it's going to be Gary Benfield up. As I said, he's been on TV 2 times in 1982. Beat Paula Morgay in his opening match, and then he lost to Jeff Estep, who eventually won that tournament. Here we're going to see a double bank.
Kick.
Coming down on number 1. Kicks back. Oh, and it goes around and out. We haven't seen many that go all the way around the cup and out again. Thought he had that.
Good lay up on it.
Oh, obviously, there goes your 2 for par. Par is 2 on each and every hole in putt-putt. So now Gary's job is to step off into the background and pray that nobody gets a 1. Mark Coop.
They have been out there practicing. This is where the aces count. Maybe even more so than in an elimination tournament.
Yeah, no question, because a 3 is not going to be a factor in any of these holes, and Mark just gets it to slide off to the side. So now we get down to a situation where we have both Rob Poston and Rick Shelton who have an opportunity to come in there with that ace. You like to be the 4th guy in line when nobody has thrown that ace in there. You've got an opportunity to win a skin right off the bat, and on this first hole we're talking about $250. Obviously, if everybody gets in a tie situation here, that $250 will move on to the next hole. Rob, everybody using a little bit different bank situation, and Rob comes in there. Now he's got, and now he has an entirely different situation. We've got 1 ace in. Now he has to hope that Rick isn't quite so fortunate here and he can walk off with his first skin.
I know that Gary and Mark would love to see an ace here.
Obviously. That could be a little hot coming back off there. Let's see. Yep. So we have a winner right off the bat. Rob Poston, and there's Rick saying he wanted to help you guys, but he couldn't help out too well. We got a hole number 2. 1 skin already in. This will also be worth $250, obviously, because nothing advanced on to the second hole. Rob has the honors. Straight at the cup with a little fall-off speed putt. Does he have enough?
It's supposed to be
He's
a speed
got it.
putt.
There he is. Perfect speed.
Thank you.
This definitely puts the pressure on the 3 that have to come up. They have to ace this.
That's right. One of the 3 will have to ace it to tie it.
That's right.
And in Rick's case, if he aces it right here, move on to the next hole. No, the other two fellows don't even have to putt.
The allegiances sure can change from each and every hole.
Well, obviously, at one moment a fella is your partner, the next minute he's your enemy. Hole number 3, the drop-off hole. Then back up to a little plateau sits the cup.
On up.
Ref rail. Good shot.
No doubt about that one.
And now there's some pressure put on by Gary Benfield right off the bat. Gary steps back, talks to Billy.
As we said,
Trying to get a little help there.
each of these holes is a tournament.
All right, ball. Turn.
Not going to make it. You know, the other thing that's interesting, you could rock along, not make an ace at all, have everybody go ahead and keep things even, and then get down into about 4 or 5 holes, make your one ace, win all the skin, and move forward. So it's not necessarily the fellows having the best day. A little luck involved in this also.
Right. So much is dependent on exactly what the other players are doing.
And not in there. So now we have another situation where we could have a skin going out immediately.
And
Gary Benfield in good shape.
could be worth $500 to him.
That's right. We've got $250 on the last hole and $250 on this hole. So Rick Shelton, chance to become a good partner. And doesn't do it. So we've already had 2 skins picked up. Gary Benfield hits for $500. We move on to hole number 4. Mentioned Gary was in 82. He also was in 83. He lost to Robert Smith right off the bat. He's won over $15,000 in his years as a pro, and he's off to a pretty good start. 2 aces out of the 3 holes that he's actually played.
A lot of times, this is fun, but you know, you're keeping score in your mind with the money with one of these tournaments.
A little lean by Mark Coop. He hits it. Move on to the next hole.
And again, we now have a $500 hole.
That's right. 2 inclines, and then the ball, the cup all the way back on the right-hand side on an incline itself. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
Whoa.
Nice job by Rob.
Sneaking in there.
Rob's won over $3,000 in his career. Not many times you see a fellow that's so proficient at putt-putt also have a handicap in regular golf as low as 5.
Not very often, because both sports, as you know, requires a lot of practice to be good at it. And
Exactly.
they are, even though this is putting, any of these people who do both will tell you there is a difference in what it requires to putt on a golf green and a putt-putt golf green.
Benfield hit that one a little hot. That doesn't have a chance. So now we get down another opportunity for a skin. A $500 shot right here. Mark Coop get an opportunity to either become a good partner or to open the door up. Tell Gary hit that a little hot. Let's see if Mark's got to have the good line. I don't think that's going to make it. No, sir.
So with Coop's deuce on 5, Poston takes the hole and increases his earnings on the Putt-Putt Skins money scoreboard to $750. With ties on both 6 and 7, we rejoin the action on 8, where the hole is now worth $750.
$750 hole, number 8. A little offset here. We see the 2 obstacles in the front. Triangle on the left and rectangular block. You want to get right next to that rectangular block. Get the right speed. Oh, he hit the block. Yep, Gary hit the block. He'll have to, of course, putt here. Well, he's got a very difficult putt to get his 2. He may just pick up and say, let somebody else go ahead and try. No, he's going to let. We haven't seen anybody pass on that. I guess guys get a little greedy, saying, who knows, maybe somebody have a 3. You get. That would really be inconceivable for fellows to go ahead and have 3 threes and win it with a 2. I can't imagine that happening.
Get in.
Well, as you have said, it's very rare that a deuce will win a hole.
That's right.
But Gary did do well on that, considering the position of the ball.
Excellent putt.
See that unique stance of, I believe that's Mark Coop there.
Mark really locks in, sits down very well. Got here through the National Medal Play Championships.
Hold on. Come back. Come back.
Nope. Again, another hole that breaks off to the left down near the hole itself. Rock didn't have that.
That's a chance for Rob Poston or Rick Shelton.
You can hear Rob breathing heavy out there.
Oh, yes. Again, this is for $750, so an ace
He's
would
got
be
that.
nice.
He's got it. Nice shot. Okay, now all of a sudden, Rick needs that ace just to tie things up here. And just as valuable, of course, to tie it up because you keep yourself in the hunt for the money as it advances to the next hole. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
He
Nice
did.
shot.
Under pressure at that.
Well, you would think that his partners now would want to say, hey, we owe you one here somewhere down the line. Go to number 9. We got a $1,000 hole. And the money continues to advance. Gary Benfield.
The pressure changes not only from player to player, but hole to hole. You've got to be thinking that this is worth $1,000. That makes a
If it
difference.
comes back, it just wouldn't come off. If it would just one more turn, and that ball probably would drop right back in the hole, which is exactly how Gary designed the shot.
But again, he
Gets
does
it
come
too.
back with his deuce.
That's right. Gary is over the first 9. Had 3 aces, which is, and you figure that he did not play on 2 of the holes, which is probably a little bit below what he would expect to do. Nice looking shot.
Get in there.
Good job, Mark Coop, playing for $1,000 now. He's got himself, he's got a name on part of it anyway. He also had 3 aces in the front side.
Thanks.
Didn't putt on 2 of the holes.
Well, whoever takes the next hole will definitely rise to the top of the money standings in this tournament.
Looks pretty good.
Come on out.
No, it's not going to come back in
One
there.
more time.
Nope, he didn't get it. So, you know, the fellow that's having a rough time out here because he hadn't had a chance to win anything is Rick Shelton.
That's right.
He keeps needing aces just to help out his partners. But not on any occasion has he been in a position where that ace would win a hole for him.
Oh, Rick is an excellent putter. So there's no telling.
He's doing
You
a
can't
lot of
count him
leaning.
out.
I don't know. I think we have another skin going down here for $1,000. Sure do.
Finally goes to Mark Coop.
Mark Coop wins $1,000 on number 9. So we have 2 fellows that have been in the money. Mark Coop with $1,000 and Gary Benfield with $500. We go on to see number 10 right after this important message.
Can I go right over there?
Hey, Billy and I are back here in the booth before we go out and watch what they do on the back 9. But first, let's talk about the money that they won on that front 9, or at least 3 of the 4 did anyway. And there we see it.
Right, Gary Benfield with $500, and of course Mark Coop won that $1,000 on that 4-hole carryover there for number 9. We're going to go into 10, all even. In the case of Rob Poston, he won $750 back there on number 5, and for Rick Shelton, the guy that really came through to save so many holes, he ends up with none. So we're going to go back out there and take a look at number 10. They start off from scratch. We're still at $250 a hole, and quickly it'll get up to our $500 holes.
The skins tournament, and then particularly the putt-putt skins tournament concept is you want it to be fun, but you know, with the money behind this, I'm sure that takes off the edge of it being a totally fun game for these guys.
Okay, number 10, double rise, just not there. Mark Coop, as we said, had a 4-hole carryover and was able to win $1,000 on number 9. Has to get himself back together. Rob Poston won $750. It's a big win coming back there on number 5. Over the rise, he's got it.
That's good.
Thanks, sir.
This is a $250 hole because on number 9, of course, as we said, Mark was able to close him out with that ace. Here's the only man of the bunch that has not yet been able to get a skin. Rick's got it.
And Rick,
So Rick has been the man. He's got 4 aces, but has not yet had an opportunity to go ahead and win a skin.
another quick look at the putt-putt skins money scoreboard. We see the standings are still the same, with Mark Coop leading the field with $1,000. Now with a tie on 10 and aces by Shelton and Poston on 11, play resumes on 12, which is now worth $750.
I'd like to see Rick Shelton have an opportunity here to get his ace and let those other fellows work.
There's still an opportunity for him.
Off the back rail, good idea. He's got his ace. So he now has 5 aces, but no money.
No money. Maybe his luck will change since he led off this particular group at this hole.
Gary Benfield
Run. Some speed on him.
looking to come off that back rail, but I don't think he has it. Off to his left. So Rick Shelton sitting over there in the corner somewhere, wanting nobody to touch him, hoping he can get lucky.
Well, Mark's a seasoned tournament player.
Sure is. As I mentioned, over 35,000 in total money-winning earnings over the years. Not quite.
Oh.
Lips out. Okay, now.
Good in, Rob.
Now Rick sits over there in the corner, even not even wanting to look at what Rob Poston could do to him. Rob's got $750, has a chance of really doing something here to Rick. Let's see if it goes. Tough hole. I don't think so.
Do it. Come on.
No! There you go. Now we've got everybody in the money.
All
$750. Look, Rob always has that nice smile on his face. So everybody in the money. We go on now to our $500 holes. Number 13. So we've got everybody in the money. $750, $750, $1,000, and $500.
Well, maybe they can all have a little bit of fun now. They all will have something in their pockets when they leave here.
I haven't seen anybody get a real roll. You know, not a lot of consecutive aces.
And we still have Mark Coop ahead of the standings with $1,000 right now.
And we are talking about $500 holes. On up to 17 where they become $1,000.
That could, it's
Good
all
shot
very
by
easy
Gary.
to change.
Scary 2 aces out of the last 3 holes. Mark Coop. You see this played right off the railing. It kind of juts out there and then right up over the little knob, right on into the cup. Good job.
To update the Putt Putt Skins Money scoreboard, Shelton has joined the standings with a win on 12 worth $750. Shelton and Poston went on to ace 14 and raised the value and excitement at hole 15.
$1,500 rides on the hole now. The triple blocks. Got them staggered blocks. The cup sitting right to the last block on a little knoll. Gary Benfield sitting down. Nice looking stroke. I don't know if he made it, but that's a good looking stroke. Yeah, he is. He got lucky there. He hit it. He actually hit off the corner of the block.
I'd rather be lucky.
So I'd rather be lucky.
A little pressure on him. Not an easy hole here.
Now this is one that in situations in the past we have seen a lot of deuces on this particular hole.
Mark really locking in down there. You see that little special lean he has. Right solid in, and we may get our wish as we advance on now. We're talking about, what, a $2,000 hole. $2,000 hole.
We're getting into the major money now for these gentlemen.
Okay. This is a tough hole to ace. You'd love to get it. Well, it doesn't work for Rob. Haven't seen a lot of people over the putt-putt series make aces on this particular hole. You'd like to have that one in your pocket.
Well, just like that hole.
Rob's got to go all the way back to number 5 there. To think about winning any money. He's gone a long time here.
Turn.
He's got it. Good job for Rick. He's got an opportunity to really advance himself now. A little pressure on Gary Benfield.
Again, these are putters that, for the most part, have been around.
Get in there.
Oh, nice job by Gary, and we advance. I'll tell you, we're popping up now. We're talking about a $3,000 hole. The golfers they're starting to talk to each other now. They realize it's mounting up.
Gee.
17th hole. We could go to 18. That'd be my wish. I want to see it really on the line at the end.
I tell you what, this is the type of tournament I'd like to play in.
Well, I'd like to go to 18. Have a chance.
That's right. Wonder if they'll let us in at this point.
I doubt it. There's that Mark Coop lean. He didn't like that shot at all. Didn't like that shot at all. normal player would think that this hole
Made this hole in
is
2
made
minutes.
for them because it's easy to get through the obstacle. But fellas of this caliber like to use the boards, and they can't use the board here. So straight in shots, usually about 24 feet away, very difficult. Oh, just rolled off to the side.
No, I'm sure that there are some billiards players out there that realize that in some ways there are some similarities. Make the use of the rails.
Sure. Now Rick Shelton, Massachusetts champ in 78 and 77, and Virginia amateur champ in 74. 12 years a pro. No, that's not even close. Okay, now Gary Benfield has it all open for him, or else we're going to go to 18, playing for $4,000.
My goodness.
Gary's got the chance to make this.
Sounds awfully quiet out there, doesn't
It
it?
is. Now you know the other three fellas. That's a liner. Oh, you got it! Good job.
$3,000.
Good job by Gary Benfield. And of course, it gives him honors for 18. We're back at another $1,000 hole. It didn't get my wish. It'll let it go all the line to the end, but that was quite a shot.
Yeah, that did bring Gary Benfield up to $3,500 now.
Okay, somebody's got to win 18. You know, we haven't seen anybody win money and then come right back with that ace. I think they just are so elated that they kind of lose some of their concentration. Gary misses this, gets a 3. As I said, we haven't seen anybody do too well. He's counting that $3,500.
That's right. I just got $3,000. That's all right. This is just
That's right.
pocket change here.
Yeah, Gary's single out there, ladies, but you know, he could be available in the parking lot, right? Well, he made that one. He didn't care. He just knocked that one off the plateau. He's got to figure somebody here is going to do better than 3.
I was too nervous to put 18 in. But somebody, I don't know, 3,000.
That was 3,000. That one, but how much did you want?
I knew I wanted 17.
You got 3,500.
Let's see. $1,000.
Hold on.
Looks good, doesn't it? Yeah,
All
nice
right.
job.
And this is a difficult hole to ace at any time.
Now, Mark would like to see two fellas not be able to ace it right now, and here comes one of them. Big Rob.
$1,000.
Get in.
Nope.
Ooh.
You push that off to the side. Now Rick Shelton has an opportunity. Obviously, if Rick can go ahead and ace this hole, then we'd advance on to sudden death because this $1,000 is going to be given away to somebody.
That's right. I'm sure Mark would be just as happy to take it now.
He probably would. Let's see. He's taking a ram at it. I don't think it's going. Nope, not even close. So Mark who comes up with another 1,000. Nice job. Well, we'll be right back to talk to these fellas who really put on the first of its kind show here for our Putt Putt TV series right after these important messages.
Still nervous after the Sunday.
Thanks an awful lot, Gary. Really a fun event. I really enjoyed this, David. A good idea on your part. Of course, we had some winners out here, and we really had no losers in this particular event. But Gary Benfield, $3,500. Super job, Gary. And Mark Coop with $2,000. Rob Poston with $750, and Rick Shelton with $750. Rick had 7 aces, comes in with $750. David?
Thank
Take it
you
away.
so much, Billy. It was an exciting match, and to the contestants, every one of you are winners. And on behalf of the PPA, it's my pleasure to present to you your winners' checks. Rick, congratulations to you. Thank you very much. Rob, congratulations to you. Thank you very much.
Mark,
Appreciate
get
your
that cash,
participation.
$2,000.
Yeah, come on over here, Mark. $2,000 to you. Congratulations to you on behalf of the PPA.
And Gary, you broke the string. I thought it was going to go all the way to 18, but $3,500. Nice going.
Gary, check for $3,500, and Cheryl Garrett will present to you your cup, signifying that you were the highest money winners in the Putt Putt Skins. Congratulations, all of you gentlemen. Billy?
First in a series, David. I think we're going to see more of this particular contest. Guys, great job out there, and it was a very interesting match. And Paula, I've enjoyed working with you throughout this tournament. Enjoyed it very much.
I enjoyed it too, Billy. What about you, Gallery? Yeah! Well, on that happy note, and on behalf of myself, Paula Edge, Commissioner David Lloyd, and Billy Packard, we'd like to say goodbye, so long, and hope to see you soon.